So ideas and company culture or management of ideas. It's not really a 5 minute topic really. However, I'm just going to kind of fly over some of the key areas. So essentially what you're asking when you've identified a group of people that are going to be idea generators is for them to do a whole load of extra work. You're asking them to apply themselves beyond their daily work task and apply themselves to creating threads that form ideas that can solve a company objective or problem or solution, etc., etc. The issue with this, certainly when you're implementing it for the first time, is you may not have a conducive company culture, and you may have certain individuals as well that aren't going to be involved in that idea process. So as a manager, you have a whole set of issues, areas, if you like, that you have to really plan and think about before you just run off and go, oh, we're going to become idea generators, it's going to be great. So how do you go about doing that? Essentially, what I'm talking about in a little bit more detail is, so you've got the process, you've got people working on ideas, you've got them going to appropriate channels. You've also got a whole load of people that aren't necessarily going to be involved in the idea generation at that stage. It's very much up to you or your manager to be able to identify what conversations you're going to have collectively with the organisation's departments or individuals within a department who are going to be affected. So what the worst thing that could happen would be, for example, employee A is asked to be on the ideas generator team. Employee B isn't. They work in fairly close proximity, and perhaps colleague B is more senior to colleague A. What you run the risk of doing is colleague B autonomously having no information other than this person has been asked to do something by the boss, and their instant reaction or their autonomous reaction to this is they've not got as much value as colleague A, and they get a chip on their shoulder, and they pretty much work to try and stop this idea from coming to fruition. And that would, not only does it create anxiety or problems within your departments, but it also stops your new process of idea creation from going anywhere. It will stop the good ideas from getting through to where they need to go to, and it will also cause unrest and have very much a negative impact. So as a manager, you have to be very, very careful about how you address everybody in the company to make sure that they're involved or that they are happy in what's going on. So you need a collaborative and you need a supportive work environment, especially when you're asking people to go above and beyond and do extra work. The other thing that you need to pay a little bit of attention to is the fact that the people that you're putting in place for the ideas to be reported to, they absolutely have to have the right skill set. So many times you will have, and the person who has put forward the idea and communicated the idea has done exactly what they've been requested to do. It's appropriate amount of work for that point in the development, and they're putting it forwards as a good idea, and the people that are assessing it just don't get it. And therefore you've had something that has gone through a work process that is you're asking more of the individual. They have done it, and it's then stopped, and that is a very, very negative cycle. And not only is it negative in terms of the individuals that are involved, but also from the company perspective. So you've got something that's very, very valuable, and nothing's going to happen with it because the people that are assessing it don't understand, or they aren't the right ones with the right skill sets to be able to take that further or to be able to assess it properly. And in order to find out who's going to be the most appropriate people in the room, it is going to be a little bit of trial and error. So it's worthwhile actually getting a professional in so that they can observe people and how they interact and how they go through the process. There are going to be some people that are completely out of their comfort zone, but actually they grow from it, and then there's going to be people that are just never never going to be of value in that particular space and point in time. So a few things to think about there. And if you get it right, then your productivity, your employee engagement, your creativity, your to a large extent your efficiencies are going to really positively benefit. So it is worth really thinking about the stages and how you get all of the staff involved in the right way, so that they are happy and collaboratively working to achieve this new objective and become idea generators.